Hello students, today we are going to talk about reported questions with models. Students book, page 57, the lesson of grammar in use. Let's start with the first example. Where shall I sit? My mother asked. Here, if you notice that we have a WH question. And in this WH question, we started with where, and we use here in the question the modal shall. Where shall I sit? If we are going to report this question, we are going to start with the WH word, then the subject, then the modal, but in this case we are going to change the modal from the present to the past. Then after that we are going to use the base verb, because as we know, all the time after modal verbs in the case of the present or the past, we're going to use all the time base verb. So all what we need to do to put the WH word at the beginning, then the subject here. Of course, we changed the pronoun I to she. Why? Because my mother, and the correct pronoun for my mother is she. So the changes will be like this. My mother asked where she should sit. So here, this for the first example. The second example, the same thing. It's a WH question. When will you leave? Her mother asked her. Asked is the reporting verb, as we mentioned previously in the class. Her mother asked her. As we said previously, we are going to start with the WH word here, which is when. Then we will start with the subject. We change here you to she. Why? Because the correct pronoun for the mother is what? She. When she, and then after that we said after the subject we are going to put what? Will, but we will change it to the past. Will become what? Would. When she would leave. So, if we are going to extract a rule for WH questions for the reporting speech or the reporting questions with WH words with modals, we are going to start with WH word, then subject plus modal, but the modal, as we said previously, will be about or will be in the past. Then after that, we are going to use base verb plus complement. Notice here, we changed the question mark to what? To full mark. If you go back to the first question, we changed the W here, the question mark, we change it here to what? To full mark, or we can say here, which is the dot, the full stop, okay? So this here for the WH question. Now let's move to if we have a yes or no question. As we know all the time, for the yes or no question, we start all the time with modal, because we can consider it as a helping verb. Here we have the question, can Sam play tennis? We notice here that this is a direct speech. If we want to change it to indirect or reported speech or report question, we will start, as we know, or as we said, with the reporting verb. Sarah asked. Here in this case, because we have yes or no question and we don't have WH word, we are going to start with either if or what? Whether. So all the time with yes or no question, we start with if or whether. Sarah asked if Sam, the subject from here, and can we change it to what? To could. If Sam could play tennis. As we said, we can use either if or what? Whether. For the fourth example, may Sarah come to the party? And wondered, it's another reporting verb. So we can use either asked or wondered. We have different reporting verbs as we said previously. And wondered if Sarah, the subject, we change may to what? To might. If Sarah might come to the party, and we changed here the question mark to what? To full stop. So the rule, if we are going to extract the rule will be like this for the yes or no questions with the modal verbs. We have if or whether, We are going to start with if or whether plus subject plus modal in the past plus base verb and the complement and the full stop.